Okay guys, so back with another gameplay video. I'm here to help you get better at the game. Any questions, please do let me know. If you enjoy this style of content, let's try and hit 200 likes. If we do hit that, I'll release the tactics that I'm using in this video. So hopefully you enjoy, and let's get into it. If you need the cheapest FC25 coins to build your super team, then check out MMOEXP by clicking the link down below and use code JambooUK for 5% off. So as you can see, this is the team I'm using. Just for context, this is where we're currently at. So at the time of recording, it's the 24th of September, and we are in Division 2, which is quite high. You know, you're only going to be matching really good players at this point. So the way these videos work is we're going to go into the game, and I'm going to give you guys my thought process, everything that I'm thinking and doing. I will do my best to speak out loud, and hopefully you can take some of the things that you learned today, put it into your own game and get you some more wins. So I'll see you guys when we get into the game. Okay, so we are loading into the game now. We'll have a little look and see what sort of team our opponent does have. I'm going to assume it'll be pretty decent. Mine's okay as well. We do have the Gravenberch that's I'm doing the Evo for, who, until I've done the Evo, he is a bit of a liability, you know, in midfield. But so this is the opponent's team. It's unbelievable. Like, you're mainly matching like pros and stuff, but as we always do, win, lose or draw, this video will be going live. You know, even if I do lose, there is stuff to learn. So we take the kickoff. I sort of let my team get into shape. We'll activate a little player lock and aim to play that ball down the line. Just taking our time here, L1 dribbling. We'll recycle the ball where possible. Just looking for any potential gaps here. Nothing really on right now. So a bit of intricate passing. Using the technical plus of Foden by holding the R1. And that is poor from me. Sort of rushed it a little bit. We're going to have to watch for these through balls in behind, especially you know, towards Pele. It's not going to be easy to defend at all. Good defending there. It was like a mix of the second man press and some manual marking. Just take our time, play our way out the back. Look to get Neymar in behind here. Went for the double tap pass, got blocked. We will use the L1 sprint boost there. Literally burst behind him. Player lock into the R1 dribbling. Look for the overlap of our wing back Hakimi. Now we're going to try and work something more into the middle. It is very hard to break down a good player on this game when they're sitting back, which most people, you know, at this point are doing. But a nice little driven pass. We'll look for that overlap again, and we do get unfortunate. Really good manual press there. We get unlucky to not win the ball. I do put an offside trap in. Just get that line nice and high. Unfortunately, he's managed to find a really nice ball. We've got to mark the inside for Pele. You see there how we switched off of Gomez. And then from that, we were able to actually mark the run and do two jobs at once. We will chip the ball in, take one touch and shoot. That is unfortunate. But we're playing well here against, you know, another really good player. Offside traps again. Just got to be so careful because he has that Pele who's going to be really good, like positional wise and stuff like that. It's very important that we don't allow any unmarked through balls in behind. So that is the priority. We'll keep up with these offside traps here because that is going to allow us to just add pressure and make sure that it's not too easy, you know, for him to play through the middle. But again, that second man press coming up clutch. We do lose the ball with Gravenberch there. Like I said earlier, a bit of a liability at this point. But once that Evo's done, we should be, you know, having a good player on our hands. Here, I'm going to send... I did try to send my player on a run, but it didn't quite work out. Hopefully we win this. And now from here... Just trying to sort of settle into the game. The opponent's actually pressing really high when the ball's in our half, but then when it drops back to his, he sits really deep. So I don't know what tactic he's using, but it seems to be working a treat. Just going to knock it back to the keeper there and buy ourselves a little bit of time. We'll play the ball into the middle. The beauty of having someone like a KDB is that you're able to sort of spray these passes. I'll try and get a good example for you guys, but having like a good passer in the middle is absolutely vital at this point because some of the through balls and stuff like that you're able to play are genuinely outrageous. But here again, you know, good play from the opponent. He's kept onto the ball really well there and managed to beat our press. We've got to mark this inside ball. He goes for the L1 sprint boost, but the second man press Telling you, man, it is the key to defending at the minute. But you see here, we're looking for that switch all the way over. If that was KDB that played that, it would have worked, but it was Gravenberch, sadly. We do find the overlapping run, though. We're actually going to whip this in towards Isaac. It's unlucky, man. We win the header. Those crosses are really good. If you have someone like an Isaac, you know, who's got some height about him and the jumping and stuff, you know, you're able to do really well with those sort of headers. That is poor defending, and we're in a really bad spot here. Got to mark that additional run over. Got the cutback option in the middle. So we're just going to play another offside trap there. We step up, and that is poor. You cannot be doing that. We defend well, and then we gave him the ball straight back. You've got to be super careful with that sort of stuff. Got to defend the set piece here. We'll use the second man press whilst manually marking as well. Try and stop this cross actually coming into the box. He's probably going to try and line up a Travella and stuff. He's looking for that cutback right now. We've got a lot of players back, so thankfully we are able to deal with it. It's really hard to play your way out the back, though. As you can see, we are having some issues here. Driven pass into Neymar, L1 sprint boost, and now we're just going to get the ball, potentially win either a corner or look for a cutback here. Really nice on the player lock. He defends it super, super well, though. Good press from us. Get unlucky. Maybe if that was someone a bit quicker than KDB, we could have actually got onto the end of that. Got to be careful here, marking that run in behind. And again here, just looking at Pele and making sure that he's not got anything, you know, too obvious or easy. That is the absolute key here. Offside trap again. Make the line just raise up a little bit. Really nice. We defend that L1 sprint boost, and now we look for the ball down the line. Rushed. Cannot be doing that against a good player. Not always easy, though, because you've got to try and get out, you know, from your defence. Really nice from the opponent. And it's a good goal. Deserved, to be fair. I mean, we could have potentially had a goal here or there as well, but you see him doing that L1 sprint boost there with Vinny. Super, super effective. And yeah, he finds that Travella finish into the near post. It's going to be a tough game. It is a tough game. You're only matching really good opponents, you know, in Division 2 at the minute. We're going to trigger the L1 run for Foden and aim to play that ball over. Little first timer. Isaac's done really well. It's unlucky. Araujo has recovered crazily there. Got to be careful because he's got these overlapping runs. And he's constantly going in for these through balls. It's very, very hard to stop. Very hard to stop. But again, offside traps. He's mastered this sprint boost. He really has. Very difficult to defend. This Pele as well. That is crazy. We got bailed out there by our goalkeeper. Movement, thankfully. 45th minute, so the whistle is going to go. And tough half, man. But as you can see, it's a very high-level game. A little bit cagey at times. You know, the thing that a lot of people are struggling with, including myself, is this playing out the back. Because the gameplay is so slow and clunky. You know, you guys have seen a couple of times where I've lost the ball. And, you know, it's difficult. You know, in hindsight, you look at it and think maybe you've done a stupid pass or something like that. But it is genuinely really hard to play out the back. That is why, hopefully, we'll have the opportunity for me to show you. There's certain angles with someone like a KDB where you can just fire a through ball over the top. And that works really well. But we'll see what the second half brings. Okay, so we're going into the second half. And we'll start it off when he kicks off with another offside trap. If he ever wants to kick the ball, that is. There we go. So, we've got to be careful. We know what he's doing. He's mastered this L1 sprint boost, as he does again there. We've got to mark the ball in behind. Kickoff is just absolutely juiced. I mean, we've got away with it, thankfully. But yeah, kickoffs, 45ths, all of that in this game. Absolutely broken. Nowhere really to go here, so we're going to have to go backwards, sadly. We'll switch the ball all the way over. Send Neymar on that forward run. And yeah, you just can't dribble out wide, man. It's so difficult. Against someone good who's pressing and stuff, you know, you're in for a long day. We do find the ball into Isaac. He's done really well, and we have found the back of the net. Having a striker like Isaac, you know, with the poacher on, it's just a game changer. That is a beautiful touch. We've done well, and then we find that near post finish, which is ever so effective. But again, offside trap. Raise the line, make sure he's not got anything easy in behind. Got to mark the inside here. That is always where he's going to try and fizz the ball into. And he's going to try and go for the little cutbacks and stuff here. So we just got to make sure that we're marking that at all times. The kickoff, once again, feeling a little bit juiced up here. We do step in for the tackle, and we do very, very well. Got to try and play our way out of the back once more. Get the ball with KDB, and this may be an opportunity. See how we fire that over there, and now we're on for an actual chance. We whip the ball in. Oh, we get unlucky. Could have potentially won the header or bring it down, but that pass with KDB, that is the one that you're looking for. It is that, you know, just that over-the-top through ball in behind. Very, very, very effective. Offside trap again. We do win the ball off of it there. Beautiful stuff. We will look to play the ball down the line. And now we're going to fake the player lock. Beautiful. We'll take that. That's absolutely fine. Just take our time on the ball here. The dribbling is so stiff on this game. You know, even with someone like a Neymar, it's very, very hard to play your way out of trouble on here. But again, we're going to send a through ball over the top. It's beautiful. If you have somebody who has that elite passing, you're able to just fire that over every time. And in a game where, you know, you're struggling to dribble and make things happen, just being able to fire that through ball, and again, like over the top there, it is so, so important and effective. We will play this in here. We're going to fizz the cross, hopefully maybe win a header. A little bit ambitious there, to be fair. Again, another offside trap. Just trying to make sure that we're marking all of these in behind options. He's gone for his first time through ball as well. We'll use that second man press. He has whipped the ball over. He's looking for the cutback, so we've got to try and make sure that we're marking that. Marking the pass towards the edge of the box as well. Brilliant sprint boost from him. Sort of happy, you know, for him to shoot from that angle. I wouldn't feel that that's going to cause us too many issues there. Another offside trap here. Make sure that they're all caught offside and he's not able to play those dangerous through balls that he's been going for. We'll send Neymar on the run in behind. And again, this is sort of the way we're attacking. We're getting the ball out wide, looking for these cutback opportunities. We will recycle, get it all the way back to KDB. And now we're looking for that driven pass. It's unlucky. It's good defending from the opponent. That is sort of what you're going for there. We mark Pele really well. L1 sprint boost. And yeah, just offside there, a tiny bit too late, so I pulled Foden back. Trying to mark the middle of the pitch here because he's got runners. Obviously, this overlap's coming here as well. We mark that with a second man press. That's what you want to do. Use the R1 second man press whilst manually marking the actual runner. So you're applying pressure to the ball holder whilst also marking the run. That is super effective. Hakimi has done so well there. We try and play our way out of the back. Nowhere really to go. It's something we've really struggled with in this game. We'll call our player short there with R1. Again there with Neymar. And we're trying to work something really not easy though. You know, if you've got a good opponent who's pressing you well, very hard to play your way out the back as we spoke about. We'll go for that through ball again. Absolutely beautiful. That is the way to get out of the press on this game. It works just so, so well. We'll recycle the ball. Little over the top there as well. Looking for that cutback. Oh, that could have gone absolutely anywhere. But really nice play. You see that premise of firing the through ball over the top, getting it out wide, and then playing into the central areas. It works really well. Another offside trap here. Got to make sure that we're marking Pele. We should win that. Yes, we do. We take our time. Make sure that we're not doing anything silly here. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Isaac's making that run now, so we're going to look for that. Player lock just to get him back on side. Through ball over the top. One touch, bang. And that is 2-1. Absolutely beautiful. And now it's about actually just seeing the game out. Hopefully we're able to do that. This opponent is good in the attack though, so let's see what happens. Do win the ball, and now it's about game management. It's not... At least at this point in the game with these players, you know, you're going to struggle to like really time waste and just keep the ball because of how hard it is to actually play out of the back with how clunky it is and stuff. So you've got to be super, super careful. We will fire that ball into the middle there, get Isaac running. Just taking our time. That is absolutely awful. Absolutely awful from me. But we have recovered really well. This Marquinhos is a beast. We'll trigger Foden on that running behind. He's offside, so I'm going to call him back. Offside trap again. Got to try and be brave. Just make it as difficult as possible. for the opponent to actually just build up an attack here. We'll mark all the way with Neymar using that second man press once again. We'll fire another offside trap in. Just not giving any easy opportunities. Got to mark that there. Use the speed boost. We should get there. We've moved the keeper across. We get away with it. So we do have a set piece to defend. 90th minute corner is not something you want to be conceding at all. Good chance of conceding a goal from here, but we've done well. And now we can just keep the ball, run it out of play. Oh my god! Oh my god! I thought he was gonna win the ball back and get a goal there. But there we go. There is a win. Hopefully you learnt something today. Any questions, like I say, do let me know. That is a high level game that I think you can learn from. I appreciate you guys watching. I'll catch you on the next one, and peace. Subscribe for more.